What up, y'all? I'm BBT.
And I'm Paulie P.
Welcome back to
The
Booth
Business
Business TV,
TV,
sons. We're going to talk about poker. Poker.
Texas Holdem.
Texas Holdem is my favorite form of
Ohmaha.
poker.
Short deck.
But there's a lot of different types
7
of poker.
card, 5 card, down.
5 card draw.
Down.
5 card draw.
Down.
5 card draw. Oh. But, you know what? Honestly, Texas Holdem, that's where it's at.
So Texas Holdem's when every player gets 2 cards, and there's a bunch of common cards in the middle get laid out with the river or the flop, the river.
Yeah,
And
you have 5 cards in the middle. Everybody plays with those 5 plus their 2 to make the best hit.
All right.
That's
and
Texas
you don't trade those cards out. You don't
Nope.
get to dump them. You
Nope.
get what you get,
You
right?
get what you get.
Omaha.
Omaha is a weird one.
It's similar to Texas Holdem,
I don't like Omaha.
except you receive 4 private cards.
Uh-huh.
And you must use exactly 2 of their private cards,
Yeah.
along with the 3 community cards to make the best hand.
Yeah, so Omaha is interesting because you could use whichever pair of cards you like to make your best hand.
Yeah, and you get 4.
You get 4. But you don't get to use like a combination of any 4. You get 2 and 2.
Wait, it's not 5 cards. You don't need 5 cards to make it though.
You get 2.
You have to use 2 out of your hand.
Yeah, but you get 2 sets of 2, and then there's 3 cards that everybody plays with,
All right.
and everybody can you use it to make the best hand that you can make out of your possible hands.
Right. 6 deck. Or sorry, short deck.
I don't even know what that is.
It's 6 plus Hold'em, but it's a variant because there's only 36 cards, and everything between the 2s and the 5s is removed from the deck.
Okay.
So it's basically 6s to ace.
Okay.
It's and it's played like a various to Hold'em.
That's weird.
So you get 36 cards, 2 and 5 are removed. It's just a variance.
Yeah.
7 card stud.
Okay.
That's where everybody gets 7 cards. You get to put down, right? And there's no community cards.
Yeah, there's no community
there's no community cards.
Well, it's like a 5 card draw, same deal.
5 card down.
So
Draw. Yeah, 5 card draw.
yeah, and you get to switch out cards.
Just one time though, going around.
Yeah.
So where does the betting take place in that? Where you have a round of trade out? Do you do the trade outs first, or is there like you got like the
So
play to play?
So I believe you bet so you ante up, then you get your cards.
Yeah.
I believe you discard, then you bet.
Yeah.
There might only be one
Yeah,
round.
so
of
not
betting.
Poker Masters, but
Yeah.
just on a general note, like Texas Hold'em's the one that is the most popular, and I think the funnest to play. I know how to gamble and
Yeah.
bet with that, but don't gamble. We don't
Yeah.
suggest gambling.
Well, no, Texas Hold'em is definitely the one that rose to popularity.
Yeah.
That's the one that you see on TV and all that stuff.
Yeah, right. And they show you
Yeah.
with the people's cards on it, so
Yeah.
there's no mystery there.
Yeah.
But a lot of that is being able to fit people out or having the best hand.
Yeah.
It's one or the other.
Well, I think one of the draws of Texas Hold'em is that you're playing the person, not the cards. Like when you talk
Yeah.
about like 5 card draw or whatever, you're playing your cards. It can wildly change. But Texas Hold'em, everybody has those 5 cards that are the same, so it's more strategy based off of like you reading.
Yeah, it's
the
where
other
people
person.
who are more familiar with the game and understand the statistics,
Yeah.
what they have and what they have in the middle, and the way people
Yeah.
are betting is kind of how they can judge what the people have in their hands.
Yeah.
That's familiarity. right?
Well, I mean, Texas Hold'em too is like, I think a much easier setup to bluff people.
Yeah, it's like taking the fruit out the juicer, though, isn't it?
I mean, I don't know. I like Texas Hold'em
Yeah.
probably the most.
That's we used to do that some poker nights
Yeah.
once upon a time.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good to get people together
Mhm.
and have a good time, smoke cigars,
Yeah.
have fruit punches,
Yeah.
juice, do what you do.
Well, the thing about it, so I've played Texas Hold'em obviously in real life.
Yeah.
And then I used to play when it was allowed Poker Stars.
Yeah.
I've never lost money in real life.
Yeah, because you're betting and you
Yeah.
can kind of read it.
Well, the Poker Stars on the other hand.
Well, you're a statistics person, so you kind of understand what the chances are of there being a better hand on
Yeah.
the board after you see the flop and the river.
Yeah.
And
Well, I think that's why Poker Stars was so crazy because like normal hands where you would kill it in real life would always get screwed.
wait, so don't do Texas Hold'em on Poker Stars? Is it a 5 card?
I believe it was based primarily around Texas Hold'em, but
Yeah.
it had a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah.
I liked it though because like it had these little it was like 10-cent tournaments.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it would have like 100,000 people in it.
Yeah.
So it took a lot to get to the big.
And that's more patience, and that's kind of where you waiting it out kind of game. People don't understand. There's a lot of it's just patience and
Yeah.
not trying to rush through something.
Well, in those tournaments with so many people, what it was like immediately tons of people would just go all in.
Yeah.
And because it was only 10 cents, you just take the chance. And the people that won those initial hands would then just wait and watch other people drop out. You know,
when they were smart, right? But we don't suggest gambling. But playing cards is a good way to get together with friends and family and have a good time.
Yeah. The other thing about poker is I don't suggest ever playing any kind of poker that goes against the house, like the casino. Always play against other players.
Oh yeah, so when you have, like, that's blackjack though, right?
Well,
blackjack's kind of like where you
there
play
are Texas Holdem games where you're actually playing the dealer. I don't suggest doing that.
I feel like blackjack is just a game where you know where to fold and where to hold, and like how long you've been on the table for, you can kind of estimate how many, what the chances are.
Well, the thing about blackjack is it's all about knowing when because certain rules, like dealers have to hit on 16 and stay on 17.
They have to hold. Yeah.
So essentially, you're trying to get to 18 or 19 or 20.
Just have a higher hand, yeah.
But there's another one. I think it's called Baccarat.
I don't know.
And it's a 50-50. It's the most even game. And essentially, you're just trying to get the two cards together to make 9.
Yeah.
9's the highest thing you get. But it's literally 50-50.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to check it out. Sit back for a while and watch the players play.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? What's your favorite poker?
But hold on. As far as poker goes, do you watch these tournaments, and do you think that these people that are playing these tournaments actually make a real living? Because
I've seen final round tournaments.
A lot of them that you see, like when you watch these tournaments on TV, are the same people.
Yeah.
I think they get like sponsored by the casinos or whatever. But I feel like a lot of them pretend like they make a good living off of it, but really don't.
Well, when you're there and they're up, they're up. But when they're down, you don't see them. Yeah. You don't hear them. They're not very visible. They're kind of like more concealed in themselves, I would say. You know, I know people that claim to make a living off of playing poker.
Right.
But they're the people that have like 6 games playing on the same table, like in like 6 different computers, and they're like basically setting it up on. They used to do shit like that. I mean, people get paid when the online gambling just started happening. Yeah. There were people who actually got paid just to be on the different tables.
Right.
And actually just to have players, just to fill up the room, basically.
Yeah. Well, I used to love the Poker Stars, but the problem that happened there was people weren't paying taxes.
Yeah. Well, they weren't paying taxes. Yeah. Well, they were out of Puerto Rico or something, right?
Well,
winnings.
Combination, yeah, winnings. And it pissed me off because like Poker Stars was
the technology wasn't quite there yet.
Yeah, well, Poker Stars was great because, like I said, you could put $5 and play a bunch of those 10-cent tournaments. Have a good time.
Yeah.
But like, I want them to bring that back. Like Poker Stars should come back.
I don't do any I think like that on your phone. Yeah. Like they can do the mass lottery on your phone. I won't touch it.
Yeah.
You can like basically cash in tickets, but you can buy tickets on your phone.
Right.
And scratch them on your phone, but I won't do that because
that's dangerous.
It's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Because like you're down in your luck, you got like $5 left in the bank. Where's that gonna go?
Yeah.
To the app. You know what I'm saying? That's like it just seems like a.
Well, when you say that, so I don't know anything about scratch tickets. Those tickets you can buy on your phone, are they the same pool as the tickets you buy in physical?
Well, I think that they have it probably changes the offset. If they say there's so many of this on the back of a ticket, they probably, the ones that get bought online, they probably take out a rotation from the back end of it. They don't put them out there. It's what I would think. But on the same note, it's nothing that, I'm not like a lottery, what do you call it? Yeah, no, I just like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but I will tell you folks one thing, like this guy hits the most random wins. Like he's the dude that buys the random ticket out of the Chinese food friggin' vending machine and hits like $100.
Yeah, and I take that and get more tickets. Yeah. But it's just not I don't usually like I don't go to the store for tickets unless I have winners. Then I go to the store with the winners. Like I get the notion like there's something inside of me.
Right.
And like numbers or something like line up. We've been playing fives a lot. We've on like cribbage have been coming up 555s.
Right.
So I'll go and look at the thing and see with the winners I have.
Right.
But like 555s, if I have $15 and we have 3 $5 tickets, and look for the one that's got like a $5,000 reward or like a number 25 or 335, something that matches.
Right.
And I'll always end up at least breaking even and being able to play more.
Right.
Because I don't like this. I don't spend cash on things unless it's something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's throwing in. I thought I was paying for dinner for everybody, and everybody's throwing in. So okay, I'll put $10 in to get.
Right.
You know. But it's only like that notion inside of me.
Well, you kind of play off your winnings and keep playing until you're up.
Yeah, well, that's all I can do, really, and it works out.
But, I mean, poker, as far as I'm concerned, is probably the most fair casino game.
Well, I like going down and walking through the poker room and hearing the chips.
Yeah.
But like I hate like a GoPro underwater, like right like at the top surface level,
right?
Where it's like you can hear like the bubbles and it sound. I hate that fucking sound,
right?
But I like the sound of chips, like walking through a casino.
Right.
But if you were sitting there banging the chips, it would annoy the fuck out of me.
Right. Well, people
you know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know.
But honestly, people do that type of stuff to do that because you throw people off and
yeah, which is how good you are sorting your chips. They spend time just like dicing, juggling their chips on the table and then like
the little flip sides.
Yeah, it's just like it's like intimidation.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I definitely think poker's fun. I think that Texas Hold'em is the best kind of poker.
All this talk about gambling is just getting me a little itchy. I have some winners downstairs. I should go turn them in.
But I do agree with Paulie P over here where we say that you should definitely not gamble if you don't. You only gamble money that's like not necessary for your life.
Yeah, just I mean, like I said, I don't spend cash on it. I usually just go in and cash in winners.
Right.
But they'll sit in my drawer for like 5 days or even a week. Right. And I'll run into them, like then they'll be on my mind that they're there. But like I said, it's when like numbers or certain things line up, and I'm like, all right, maybe I need to get the guy out of the house.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But like I can kind of read the signs a bit. I don't like win big. Just like $30, and it's like keep playing.
Well, let me ask you your opinion on something. So
pack of cigarettes or something.
So do you think? Would you rather play poker if there was like a set amount, so like everybody buys in for $25 and that's the winner, right? Or would you rather play no limit, everybody could just spend however much they want?
Well, I mean, I think I like tournament style where everybody like $20 a piece or something, and then the like first, second, and third are like it goes maybe second and third are where like the final players, if it's going for so long, can agree that okay, we'll split the pot like this going down the board,
right?
On just the amount, but I think that when you do the cash in where people can keep buying in.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it puts the people at disadvantage that don't have that much money to start. You know what I'm saying? And when they're really up and they think that they're winning big because they had like they came with like $5 or $10,
right.
Like a little short stack of chips or whatever. That's just numbers. But then the person across from you got them out, so you have all their $20 or $40 of chips in front of you. But then they go and spend $100, and now they have a stack in front of them twice as big as you, and they can basically dwindle you down just over time, just from your buy-ins and stuff. I think that brings in like the professional poker players that step aside and the poker stars the first couple of rounds and stuff.
See, I kind of disagree with you on that, just for the fact that so I buy it, say I got $40 of chips, and you buy it for $200, right?
Yeah.
If I play smart,
I think initially.
Well, if I play smart, you're more likely to call me all in, so I'm more likely to double up if I play the right cards.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, if you start off and, like, say it's at the beginning of the night, it's like a $20 buy-in for everybody.
Yeah.
And, or someone doesn't have that much. They have $10. They have, like, $10 or something like that. And someone else has, like, 40. But then, like, you get their $40 in chips, but all of a sudden, like, fuck this, I'm going to buy in for 60.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, they have a bigger round of chips, even though you just took them out. And they can play more aggressively on, like, they can play more offensively than defensively at that point.
Right.
Do you know? And I just don't. I don't like bullying people down because I don't care to win or to lose in a situation.
Right.
A lot. I just like for everybody to have. Sometimes I like to see the expression on the person who hasn't won yet, and to see to have them win big is kind of a big thing for me too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these things are camaraderie. I'm not very competitive when it comes to a lot of things.
Well, the reason I say what I say is look at this example. Like the last poker game that you had played at Dave's house.
Yeah.
So the buy-in was $25.
Yeah.
I only had 15. So I bought in for less.
Yeah.
But I ended up leaving with like $82 because one of the reasons was I went lower. I had lower chip stacks. So when I got good cards, I went in and everybody called me.
Yeah. Because they wanted to knock you out. They thought they were going to knock you out.
Yeah. They thought they were going to. Yeah. So I was able to
Well, it's a different strategy. I'm just talking about people that keep buying in. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you had knocked almost everybody out and then 4 people came in for 3 times as much as you spent to get in, then they would have been, they would have been like a kind of a shitty situation. I think it's kind of like bullying a little bit. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not very competitive.
Right.
So, like, with you to get that far with, like, a smaller amount of chips and stuff, because you are competitive and you're very aware. For me, it's more like just the adventure or the ride or what's going on, just having people.
So you prefer you buy it and then everybody starts with the same amount of chips?
I mean, not necessarily, but around the same amount. For people to keep buying in after. It's just kind of it just brings in like a more like a negative vibe on the whole game.
I think rebuy should be limited to one time.
Yeah,
and you should get half the chips.
Yeah, or the person who didn't have a lot of money and he has a stack of chips should have the option right there to cash out like $20 worth for themselves. If they've already doubled up, they should have the option
cash out
to cash out half of what they have.
before you buy back in.
Before people buy back in. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's interesting.
Because I mean, you know what I'm saying. There's a longevity and a stamina thing that gets involved.
Right.
Like, you know, people who just lost, they have that negative. You know, they have a lot more energy. And the person who's in there and who's being patient, who's waiting their turn.
Well, the cool thing about what you just suggested is they take back their buy-in.
Yeah.
Let's say they lose, they can rebuy back in and start fresh.
Yeah, basically the idea is that I just think it's better with like you know, like I said, I'm not competitive and I wouldn't go gambling to get a bunch of money.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like if
You
I was
go
going
for fun.
I go for a poker tournament. I'm more like the person who's there to fill it in, and people wouldn't know how I'm betting because I'm just like I'm not betting off of my cards.
Right.
I'm just betting to liven things up, or you know, I'm more like betting for what the person before me did.
Yeah.
So I'm like just to make it more lively.
What do you think? What do you think about video poker?
I mean, I've never been. I mean, when I say you don't know the odds. Same thing with like that cribbage app that we have. I told you, like they never draw the two same numbers.
Yeah.
You never have a match like a fair, and it just seems like there's only 16 cards laid out in front of you.
Right.
It just seems like I already know who's gonna win the cribbage game based off of the draw cards sometimes, because you only have like so many options.
Right.
You know, like it's just weird. I think it takes down the odds of like what they put in statistically. This is the odds of winning.
Right.
How do they? You know what I'm saying? How does it break down?
You think the computer's cheap?
I think that you don't have as good of odds. Like you said, you don't get to play.
Yeah.
The people.
I'd agree with that. I don't.
You know, because when you play video poker, a lot of times it's you versus like another hand, right?
Yeah.
Like, and that, I just think.
Well, I played a video poker machine like a few times, and I find that instead of having you win a lot, it has you break even, get back your buy-in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot.
I haven't, like I said, I have never played. Like I haven't played a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah.
But would you guys like to play? What's your favorite poker?
What's your favorite poker?
And if we messed up some of the rules about something, let us know, because that starts conversation. That's how we learn.
Also, do you think that people should be able to buy back in?
Yeah, well, depending upon, or people should be able to sell half their chips at the point someone buys back in, so just so they can at least get their money back.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Also, hashtag bring back PokerStars. Till next
Hashtag
time.
peace.